What's up, everybody? Paul here. So I was down most of last week, but did some organizing out here, some cleaning, help from the kiddos. We enjoyed a little bit of birthday stuff, trying to straighten out the display here. So far, so good. Got some cleaning done on the bench, around the bench, some organizing. Got some gifts from the kids. We have Belle and my birthday. Gonna have to do something here. Some of the cards are starting to pop loose, I think. So we got some cool ideas here, cool stuff going on the bench. I'm gonna go ahead and get situated here, get on with this video. In the meantime, check out our sponsors. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Small Car Builds. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a good Labor Day weekend. Hopefully your week's off to a good start. Mine's doing better as my ankle's improving. Still doesn't look the greatest, still doesn't feel the best, but it's getting better. I can bend it, I can move my toes, I can walk around a little. That's a good start. And I'm not going to do too much complaining because we got some friends out there that are going through a whole lot worse. Prayers for them. And we got Frizzo, Paul over at Styrene Relics, Charlie, I believe. All can use some prayers along with anybody else out there. Prayers for you guys out there in the community. Hope everybody's doing well. So, as we mentioned before, Tuesday, resin reviews. I've still got a few back there. What we're going to do is move some of that stuff into our Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday, plenty of old stuff to go through. And we got some of the mags. So Tuesdays, we're going to switch it up a little. So I got a couple of builds back here. Take a quick peek at. These were probably two I completed just before starting the channel. Nothing special, just some fun, cool builds. But before we dive into that, you know, Belle and I had our birthdays. It was cool. Nice little family time. You know, nothing too wild, nothing too crazy, of course. But it was fun. We did a little cookout on Sunday. Belle wanted street tacos. So we went, picked up some, I think, pastor, chicken, and asada. Cooked it all up. Belle made rice. Had a bunch of fresh tortillas. Little street tacos. Did that with the family. My sister, brother-in-law, was his birthday as well. Mine's the 30th. Belle's the 31st. My brother-in-law's is the 1st. It's always fun. We normally do something for the 3. It's really cool. I always enjoy family. My brother-in-law, known him a long time. He's the car guru. Did a lot of work on the 57 when that was getting rebuilt. You know, he's always willing to jump in, help out. And he doesn't build models, but he's always interested to see what I'm hacking away on in here. So it's cool. So happy birthday, JC. Happy, well, belated birthday. But just a little throw out for you. Appreciate everything, brother. So, kiddos got me some stuff. Really cool 71 Duster. You know, it's funny, June and I are walking through Hobby Lobby, and I was pointing out certain models, and he just laughs. I tell him, you know, I'm like, you never have enough. You know, the Dusters, the Demons, different stuff. These Camaros, which that's the gold one sitting back there. And I actually want to do another one of these, have some ideas that may be hitting the bench. Same thing here, Street Burner Nova. That's another one the gold one sitting right there. Love this kit. The Foos Ford, another one, whether you're building it out of the box, is a really cool kit, or as a parts car. We have a lot of these, and they're just some, I won't turn one down. I love these. If you guys saw the pink one I built, I want to do another one. Then something different, the 70.5. I got to tell you, this is an interesting kit. We have some of the older versions of these out there, but I thought, oh, let me pick one up. There's not much of a chrome tree in here at all, which that's fine. But it's interesting. I'm thinking about building this at some point. I don't know. I almost started on it last night. Just something to do for fun, but not yet. So, as we talk about our Tuesday videos, what I'm leaning towards, because I do want to keep, I'd like to keep at minimum a Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning model cars and coffee. A little bit of a switch. So magazines we'll do Thursdays with our throwback. Same with some of the resin stuff. Tuesdays, what I'm thinking is going to be a mix of updates of what's on the bench, as well as maybe a little bit of actual building, throw out some building throughout the week. Put that in. This channel is like, I don't know, diverse is the right words. When I look at modeling channels, I go back to when I started watching YouTube, and some of the ones that really popped out, just because I was looking for specific things, were the folks that they open up the kit and do not saying quick, but they do a little unboxing, and then you go through and build the kit, and at the end, here's the finished model. I don't know if I'll ever, get to that in one video. Maybe we'll try it. But what I do want to do, I kind of transitioned earlier this year into pulling out some more in-depth builds that I've been working on. Having fun with them. They can get a little overwhelming, at least for myself, at the level of detail I'm putting in when you look at 3 projects and they're all more detail than I put into a model in years. So in between that, I try to keep something basic going. Like I'm building the this Mustang here, which I wanted to build a Mustang after June built his Bullet, because I think, like I mentioned before, I built, I think, one Mustang which was for somebody, and one of our sponsors, Joel, was kind enough to send us a couple of really nice 3D engines here. So I could always build the engine, prop it on a display, because this thing is with Joel and Josh sending me parts, or maybe it's a kit, whatever it is. I want to actually use some of it in the build so you guys can see it as well, not just set it aside, and it doesn't mean I can do it with every single thing that comes in, but I want to try to do it with as much as possible. So when this kind of worked out great, Joel sent 2 Ford engines, so I'm using this one, which is going to go in this kit, and it's fun. We're doing a little modifications. We did a little cutting right up in here. We're going to smooth that so that the engine now fits in nice and good. We'll do a little sign to the drive line. It's just off a little. And otherwise, I think for the most part, it's going to drop in, and we'll have a neat little shelf model there. But that kind of gets me into our Tuesdays. So you'll see some of the, I guess for me, bigger builds, or nothing probably too wild compared to what some of the folks out there are doing. But for me, the more detailed builds. But in the meantime, on the Tuesdays, what I'd like to do is, again, make it a bench update. And we might do similar to when I did that 37 Ford pickup. It was kind of a little series. I think there were about 4 parts that we kind of built the truck over the channel. And I'm still toying with the idea of how I'm going to do it, but it'll be something to that effect. And I have some ideas, and that's where some of these may come in. Something like this that may be built very close to out of the box, add some basic detail to it. Some may be built right out of the box. it'll go through just some of the fundamentals. So for me, what I found going into some of these other builds I'm doing that are more detailed is how important those fundamentals are. In the past week or two, not counting this week, because I didn't get much done this week with the way my foot was. It was mostly up elevated. But prior to that, I've had some stuff that I either had not done in a while or working with new materials. Stuff came out great. Then it came down to something fundamental where I either got in a hurry, wasn't not in a hurry as in trying to slam through it, just taking it for granted maybe is the right word, and fudged up, whether it was a little bit of glue creeping out, something getting where it shouldn't. So aside from doing these other builds, I'm probably going to work on some basic stuff, which is similar to what these were. These are two kits that are, for the most part, built out of the box, just cleaned up, some details to them. The Nova here, this is actually it's like working out good because we got the sun coming in. So this is a House of Colors Pagan Gold base coat candy. I stole the rallies and the red lines out of the 68 Chevelle. So you got the kit engine, it's wired, it's got some braided heater hoses, it's got fuel lines, battery cables. I don't know how much you can, hard to see there, but all in all, it's a clean, basic build. The interior, you probably won't be able to see too much there, but it's got flocking on the floor, package tray, detailed the dash, put a different steering wheel in, headliners done in a semi-gloss black. Really cool kit. And again, it took some time to clean it up the way I like to, but then just building. Same with this Camaro's got a little more of a story to it. I don't know how much you can see the gold here. So this is a Mercedes gold. This is just something I was looking at for a color, pulled it out of the shed. Again, nothing too crazy here. It's braided line, cables, but really cool. So this kit, growing up, a friend of mine built one of these, and I tried to mimic the build because I just loved it. It was a pearl white, had some old Fujimi wheels, otherwise for the most part built out of the box, and it just smoothed out the body like this one. It's got the emblems have been removed, the door handles have been removed, it molded in where the valance comes up. Normally you've got your brake lines here, that's all been molded in. Same in the back. I like to do that, makes the body look nice and clean. So I was doing this one and I decided to go with the rally wheels. I've always liked rally wheels. I've never used them on anything. So these two builds back to back, both came in, did them both in golds, which I really hadn't used, and used rally wheels on them, which I really hadn't used. So I was kind of looking at these earlier and thought, I think what I'm going to do is keep building some stuff like that along with some of my other stuff. So that's kind of brought me into some of these. This is for a 50 Chevy pickup I'm doing. It's just got some wiring, detailing, paint detail. Same here. This is for a 67 Chevelle. Yes, green spark plug wires. Had the distributor and I thought, man, I need to get rid of that thing. It's been sitting around. I don't know if that was the best idea or not. Anyways, these are semi-basic builds here, but that's kind of what I'm leaning for on Tuesdays. Myself with the hobby, I see a lot of people's work. My buddy Chris, you look at Chuck over there. I mean, outstanding builders, above my level, but it does push me to want to try some of that. But I also, can't push myself to try to do that on every build because it's a burnout. And I think when I started pulling a couple of past builds and stuff that are aiming for more detail, it can get burnout on some of that stuff. So for me, it's got to be an offset, a little bit of a balance. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm looking at for Tuesday. So Tuesday videos, we will continue, but it'll be more of bench updates, maybe some stash ads, but try to focus it more on some building. I think I'm going to start either one of these or a Nova and just kind of walk everybody through, from prep to what I'm doing on it. I don't know that it'll be a complete build of the kit, but anyways, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know. This video is getting a little longer than I expected. And the other birthday gift I got to put up in here. Really cool Dad's Garage, open 24/7. Based on what the kids say, it really is. We can be out here at all hours, so awesome. I love that. We're going to find a spot to put that sign up. June was out here last night. I was doing some cleaning, a little bit of work on the Mustang. He was working on his Hudson Hornet, which is cool. We'll put a little clip in here, him working. But hope everybody's doing well. Hope your week's off to a good start. Get some bench time in. Get some time in with your loved ones. Check out the links below. We got some discount codes there for Iceman collections, VCG resins, scale finishes. Check out galleries, airbrushes. Mark over at Hobbynut Models still has a summer sale going on. Great stuff over there. Check it out. All your tools, kit supplies, MCW paints, killer stuff. With that, guys, I'm going to call this a wrap and actually get on some building here. So we'll catch you all later. Have a good one.